What's up, everybody? Once again, it's Brand Man Sean and a rare impromptu video on a Friday. You know, I do these on my phone on Saturday, but I got to talk about this news. If you have not heard, that Instagram is thinking about getting rid of likes. When you post your photo, there are no more likes. You're waiting for it to hit that 10 so it can start just showing numbers, right? They're getting rid of that. That's what they're looking at. And they've already experimented with it. And what does that mean? It's already been released in beta. There's some people out there in the world who either have the option to choose, we don't want to see likes for a period, or these people are also, they might just be implementing it in small segments. I haven't looked into that part yet. But I believe it's the former though. But what does that mean for artists? What are the implications of that for artists, influencers? Because there has been a sense of a war or hate-love relationship between Instagram and platforms like that and the influencers. Why is that? Because content is what really drives Instagram's business, and quality content is what really drives Instagram business. Artists, influencers, or people who are aspiring to be such, most times, or a lot of times, these people are gaming the system. It's not really necessarily based on the quality of their content. They're trying to figure out how to game the system. And Instagram's trying to prevent that as much as possible, because when your business is driven by the quality of content, meaning the higher the quality of the content, the more people will stay on the platform, the longer people will stay on the platform, the more we can monetize their attention. That's Instagram's business, right? And yes, most influencers will be completely aligned with Instagram almost, or artists will be completely aligned with Instagram almost, if they wanted to do a long-term game and just make high quality content. But most people aren't like that, right? Most people are seeing these other people have something and they want to get it quickly, and they game the system, or they try to figure out, how can I grow my fan base, and how can I collaborate, and how can I do all these other things, which it makes sense. I'm not telling you guys not to do that. I'm telling you guys you should do that. But this is where the friction is with Instagram and influencers, right? So what does this mean? Number one, it's a reminder that this is Instagram's platform, not your platform, right? At any time, something you've completely built your mentality around of how to work on a platform can completely change. The entire paradigm of how the platform is perceived and consumed can completely change based on small things. Instagram is only gonna do this if it's good for their business though. They're testing it. That's the thing, they're testing it. They'll do it if it's good for their business after their experimentation and they come to that conclusion. They won't do it if it's bad for the business. But the way artists should be thinking is long-term. If you are thinking long-term, your mindset should be there anyway. Not based on, oh, I got these likes and trying to fulfill this small ego thing that can become a distraction, but really trying to build the best content that you can, which will have the higher quality of fans. Because even if you have more likes, if you have the wrong type of fan base because they're liking you because other people like you versus they like you based on the content itself, that starts to skew things and it starts to dilute the impact. And me personally, I don't know how to personally feel about it just yet, outside of the fact that I haven't been relying on Instagram anyway, right? I haven't been relying on YouTube as much anyway. Remember, I built my Brand Man Network. That's pretty much the purpose of this. But one thing I didn't like when I was heavily posting videos on each was just the fact that I can feel myself as much as I know. That's why I try not to get too hard on people. As much as I know, just these numbers, right? They're nothing as far as the quality of fan base. Sometimes I'll find myself looking at the numbers and I get in those phases, or shoot, man, I need to go ahead and hit this 10K, or I need to go ahead and hit this 100K, or I need to, I get caught in that and focusing on the wrong result, particularly when I'm talking about driving my business. Another reason I'm removing myself in some ways. Obviously, I'm still active. I'm doing this video right here, but these are just my initial thoughts. Consider this a rant right here. We'll do more updates as more stuff happens, but anything else you hear really it's just a guess on how to impact certain things. But I'll do a deep dive on maybe what I think about it if I find it necessary. But right now, it's just experimentation. We'll see what happens. I want to know what you guys think about this. Yeah, that's it. Other than that, man, of course, this video was brought to you by BrandmanNetwork.com because I signed myself. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like it, you might as well share it. And if you're not, subscribe. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button.